Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session of live counter review using technical analysis. So for today, the flow will be same as per usual webinars. First I'll go through the economic calendar. Then afterwards, I'll talk about some of the indices and commodities. Then afterwards, I'll go through the various sectors like the Magnificent Seven, US banks, semicons, as well as EVs. Then also last but not least, I'll also talk about the questions you all have in the Q&A tab. So without further ado, I'll begin. So for tonight, not much importance events going on. Going into tomorrow, there's the NFIB Small Business Optimism. That's at 6 p.m. Afterwards, there's New York Fed 1-year consumer inflation expectations. That's at 11 p.m. Okay, then going on to Wednesday. Going to Wednesday, there's the API, the usual API crude oil stock. That's at 4:30 a.m. Okay, then the core inventories, that's at 10:30 p.m. Thursday, I think will be the more important one will be the FOMC meeting minutes. That's at Thursday 2 a.m. Okay, then we have the usual jobless claims at 8:30 p.m. Okay, then on Friday there's Fed Waller speaking 1:15 a.m. FOMC member daily speaking 2:30 a.m. Yeah, then there's also IEA monthly report at 4 p.m. Yeah, so I think this week, in terms of events, quite light. So the important one I think will be to actually probably be the FOMC meeting minutes. That's at Thursday 2 a.m. Okay, then I'll move on to the indices and commodities. So first up, I'll talk about is Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin still relatively quite strong. I think it could be in trying to break out cup and handle formation. So generally, it could look like something like that. But I think in terms of the handle, recently, I think this is a possible break of this handle over here around 108.3K. Okay, then price actually retested this swing high resistance at around 110.5K, then just consolidating the sideways. So I think for now, if it can manage to hold this 108K level, I think which is also this horizontal resistance it broke out of last Wednesday, as well as currently is the 10 MA level, as well as this is the handle level as well. Then I think it could be quite positive. Like it here holds as support and price it moves higher on from here. Then we could possibly see a retest of the all-time highs close to 112K next. And so for Bitcoin, I think for now it looks like a bit of a consolidation. Hope see whether this level holds as a bit of support over here. The next one is Dow Jones. So Dow Jones also, I think, finally playing some catch up last week. So since breakout of this 42.8K level, managed to cross this 44K this level as well. So within touching distance of the 45K previous all-time high. So that's 45K is over here previously. That was like a double top being formed over here. So I think if it tests this level, there could probably simply be some resistance that could come in over here, given the rally we have seen since breaking this 42.8K level. Yeah, so I think that would be a level to take note. In terms of support wise, for now, I think it could possibly be along the 5 MA. Price is currently trading above that. Around, I think for now, maybe 44.5K could be a near-term support. The next one will be maybe like close to 44K. So that's for Dow Jones, still relatively quite strong. The next one I'll talk about is Nasdaq. So for the Nasdaq, I think also last week also quite strong as well. So continue to form a new all-time high. So for Nasdaq, the previous 20K level, this resistance managed to hold, still holding as support upon the back test on Tuesday and afterwards trading higher. So I think still okay. For now, I think support will possibly be around 20.3K. Then next one lower, if it does retest, will be like the 20K level again. And also resistance, I think the next resistance possibly could be at around 20.8 to maybe 21.2K area. Yeah, so I think still okay. As long as it holds above the 20K level, I think that will still be the trend is still quite bullish for now. Then next one for S&P, also something quite similar, breaking above the 6,147 all-time highs. Yeah, and continue to trend higher. So I think next resistance could be somewhere like around 6,300 to 6,400. I think I just made a bit of a guess if I connect the previous two peaks. So this was back in December 2021. There was a bit of a peak over here, and then here around December as well as January this year. So if you connect these two level, if there could be a possible trend line that it could test. Yeah, so this will be maybe like 6,340 somewhere over there. That possibly there could be some resistance around this area. Yeah, I think that's something to maybe watch out for, given the market has rallied quite a lot. Yeah, but for now, I think overall trend is still very much bullish as long as it continues to hold above the previous all-time high, 6,147. Yeah, then short-term support-wise, probably this 6,147 to about 6,220, this level for now. So in terms of indices, all three of them still looking quite good. Then next one I'll talk about is gold. So gold taking a bit of a pullback, pulling back a bit recently. Yeah, so the bit of a weakness we've seen recently is this 3,365 this level over here couldn't hold broke down over here. So it held a support for a while, but they managed to rebound over here. So a bit of weakness from about end of June over here where this 3,365 became a resistance. Then price is currently I think consolidating a lower range. So for now, support will be this 3,250 level over here. Yeah, so over here, then next level of support will be around 3,130 level next, this swing low over here. So for now, I think gold could be a bit weak until we try to reclaim about 3,365. Yeah, so for now, possibly just range consolidation, see whether this 3,245 level holds as some support. Okay, then next one is the oil. For WTI oil, I think price just moving a bit sideways since it came down quite a bit to retest this previous range resistance. That's around $64 to $65. Yeah, just moving sideways for now. Some resistance at around 67, 70 this level here. Then I would think possibly just some sideways consolidation between 65 to this 68 area for now. And if you can break above 68, then the next resistance I think would be somewhere close to $70, 50 around there. So I think for oil right now could be a bit sideways as well. Okay, the next one is VIX. So I think for VIX, still generally a bit weak lah. So price is still trading below the short-term moving averages. Then as well as over here price was unable to hold at the $19 level and currently is back to retest the support. That's around 17 over here. So just moving a bit sideways right now. Yeah, if it breaks below 16, then the next support level could be possibly close to 14 points. I think 14.9 was a previous support back in starting of this year, January, February, there's this level. So her VIX I think still looking just quite low for the VIX right now. Then next one I'll talk about is copper. So for copper, I think looking a bit better after broke out of this resistance at 4.97. So I think this will likely be this area would over here will likely be turned to a support. We have a possible hour support line over here as well. And resistance possibly from 5.2 to 5.39 this area over here. So I think could see it looks like we'll do a retest over here. Then I think here could be able to find some support to rebound from there. Yeah, so that's it for the indices and commodities. I'll move on to some of the sectors. So first up, I will talk about is the Magnificent 7. So first one I'll talk about is this Roundhill Max 7 ETF, which is MAGS Max. So in terms of the chart recently, I think it's just trending quite smoothly within this uptrend channel over here. Yeah, since price also managed to break above this 53.80 resistance level. So yeah, it's still trending quite well and above the short-term moving averages. So I would think for now it looks like some resistance because today is a bit of a gap down, possibly some resistance at this 56 level. Yeah, but for now, I think support should come in this 50, around 54.8, this level here, this 10 MA. You might do some consolidation in the short term over here first. Yeah, then you can break, if you can form a higher high, the next result I think to watch out for this will be maybe somewhere closer to 56.8. That could be the next horizontal resistance from the start of this year. Yeah, so I think for the Magnificent 7 as a whole, it is still generally trending quite well for now. Unless I think the danger would be if there's a breakdown of this uptrend channel and as well as this horizontal level around 53.8, then I think that would be some red flag. But for now, it still looks like it's okay. Then next one, I'll move on to some of the individual counters. First one I'll talk about is Apple. So I think Apple, yeah, finally managed to play some pickup to the other tech names. So for Apple, managed to break out this consolidation wedge over here around 203. Yeah, last week managed to rally towards this horizontal resistance level around 213, 214. So over here, I think yeah, could possibly still hold as a bit of resistance. So we might see some slight pullback over here. But in terms of support, I think could be maybe 208 or 208, 209 over here could be some short-term support where possibly you could retest the 5 MA level. Yeah. Then if you can try to break above that 214 again, then hopefully we might see a retest of higher level resistance somewhere close to 225, which is this level over here in late March. Yeah. So I think that's the chart for Apple right now. Next one I'll talk about is Meta. Yeah, so for Meta, I think the trend is still going quite well. So I think over here, price recently broke out this range consolidation over here at 710. So for now, still managed to hold as a support. And we tested this previous all-time high around 739, 740, and currently doing a bit of a, so I think it's still okay as long as this this breakout level 705 to 710, this area continues to hold as a support. This is also around the short-term moving averages level, this 20 MA in yellow. Yeah, so I think for now still okay lah. Still this one need to hold as a bit of continue to hold as support, then then I think the uptrend could still continue. Then next one is Amazon. So for Amazon, I think the price action also slightly look better. The price managed to break out of a range between 206 to 218 over here. Currently still remaining above the breakout. So I think still okay. As long as I can hold this breakout level. The next resistance it could test is possibly 229 over here. This this was a bit of a consolidation previously, and then there was a support breakdown over here as well. So there could be some resistance over here around 229. Next one will be around 242, which was the previous all-time highs. So that's for Amazon, still trending pretty well right now since breaking out this range consolidation. Okay, next one I'll talk about is Netflix. Yeah, so for Netflix, I think yeah, still very strong. So I think it's currently trending outside of this trend line resistance over here already. So it's just moving. There was a bit of a consolidation previously around 1,200 to 1,260. Then prices actually just managed to break above it. And still very strong trend. So I think might need to draw a new possible support line for now, maybe from this this blue line over here. Yeah, I think this might be our support line for now. So yeah, price doing a bit of a pulling back a little from close to 1,340. So I think for now, in terms of support, I think it does retest this 1,250, 1,260 level over here where it has this our support line as well as the horizontal level breakout. This might be the short-term support level that price could bounce on. Still very strong uptrend over here for Netflix. The next one is Alphabet. So Alphabet, I think is still holding within this upwards channel in blue over here. Looks like still then recently I think it's a bit moving a bit range bound up. So 165 is still the lower end of the support. Then over here we tested twice is this 181 swing high resistance level. So I think with that, still looking okay. If you can hold a higher low over here, like this 174 horizontal level, then I think possibly there could be a chance of it trying to break above this 181 resistance level. Yeah, for now, it looks like a sideways consolidation over here. So if it breaks above 181, the next resistance that it could go towards is maybe 187, this previous range, breakdown level, yeah, for alphabet. The next one possibly will be maybe like 192, 193. Yeah. So I think just a bit sideways over here. As long as it holds the uptrend channel, I think it's still okay, which is somewhere like 172 probably right now. Yeah. Okay, the next one I'll talk about is Microsoft. Still very strong kind of price action over here. So for Microsoft, I think price is, yeah, just I think for now it's still okay as long as you can maybe hold this upward support line. So I think this support over here maybe at 490 is quite important. That will be the support for now. Then I think some resistance for now maybe at 500, like a bit of a psychological level. So yeah, we might see some consolidation over here, but I think overall still like possible to make new highs. Still very strong counter over here for Microsoft. Yeah, so as long as it respects this upward trendline support, then I think still very strong bullish momentum. Yeah. So in terms of the Magnificent Seven, I think still very most of them still very strong price action for now. Okay, then I'll move on to the financial. So the financial sector. So first up I'll talk about is the XLF, this Spider financial sector fund. So for this, I think financials also very strong, performing very well recently. So in terms of the chart, there was a sideways consolidation for this at 49.80 to about 52, and price managed to break out of it last week to make a new high. So still very bullish for now with a fresh break of this range. So I think we could still see higher highs going ahead. For now, support I think could be maybe if it does retest the 5-day moving average, that could provide some support. Somewhere like 52.5, there could be some support. So I think overall, looking at the financials, I think it's still very strong for now. Now I'll move on to the four banks. So first one is JP Morgan. Yeah, JP Morgan is after the breakout the range over here 268, then also broke tested 277, a bit of a sideways, but also managed to break to form new all-time highs and trending very well over here right now. So I think for now, some support, there was a bit of resistance over here around 290. I think here, if it does dip there, if it does take a dip, this would likely be some short-term support at the 5 MA as well. And overall trend is still very strong. I think I will expect to continue make new highs going somewhere close to 300. Could be the next level to look at. The next one I'll talk about is another one, Bank of America. Bank of America also made new highs. Breakout of this $47.20 horizontal resistance over here. A bit of a consolidation, but Tuesday managed to break out of it. So I think still very strong. For now, short-term support would likely be this 47.2 to maybe 48 area. So I think it could still continue to make higher highs going ahead for Bank of America with a very strong trend as well. Next one, Wells Fargo, also similar story. So managed to break out this $80.90 resistance level, continue to trend higher as well. So some short-term support will come if it does retest the 5 MA. Yeah, for now maybe somewhere like maybe around 81.50 perhaps. Then for last one, Citigroup also kind of similar price action, also break above this 84, around this 84 level here. So I think most likely you could still see price trend upwards to maybe test like 90 next or higher. Yeah, so in terms of financial, I think you look at the charts, all this saying the same story, still very strong price action. Some breakouts of the resistance recently and forming new highs. Okay, then I'll move on to the next sector is the semiconductors. So first I'll start with as usual, the Philadelphia Semicon Index. So this is the Semicon Index. In terms of the position, I think it's still still a very steady uptrend over here. Price is just trending along this upward support line. Not yeah, just gradual uptrend. Uh, so that's still quite healthy, and also price still holding above this 5,300 breakout level over here. So I think if it does have a pullback in terms of support, I would think somewhere at around close to 5,000, uh, 5,480 could be some support if it does test the 10 MA level over here. And also this our support line will be a support as well. And in terms of resistance, the next resistance from this level would be somewhere close to 5,770 to the previous high over here, 5,930. So I think this could be the two resistance levels next. I think the index still looks very uptrend still looks very steady as long as continue to go along this upward support line. Okay, then I'll move on to the individual counters. First one is NVIDIA. So NVIDIA made a new high last week. So breaking above this 150 around 153 resistance, and yeah, did a bit of a retest and continue to hold as support. So that's still very positive. I think it could be trading in a bit of this blue color uptrend channel over here. So I think short term wise, there could be a bit of a consolidation if this holds as a bit of resistance. Like maybe for now, maybe resistance could be around 162, 163 if it does retest the channel area. Then for support wise, I think this 153 will be the support, which is the previous all-time high. So could maybe do a bit of a consolidation after a rally, but the uptrend is still very strong as long as 152, 153 holds as support and continues to stay within this channel itself. And next one is AMD. So AMD took a bit of a breather recently after a strong rally towards end of last month. So it hit a bit of a resistance previously around 143 and starting to do a bit of pullback, but I think it's still okay. Yeah, just looks like a normal pullback. Yeah, for now, yeah, tested the 10 MA level 136, a bit of a bounce to 139. Over here, looks like some resistance for now is 139 to 143, this area over here. Yeah, so for now, you could see some sideways consolidation, I think. The strong support could be somewhere close to 131, 132, which is this. There was a bit of consolidation over here, so there was some resistance over here that could act as a bit of support, and also this upward trendline support over here. Yeah, so I think this 132. Yeah, previously this was also a horizontal swing high. So over here, I think if it does test this area, there could be some support coming in for AMD. Okay, this one TSM also strong. So TSM also new high. Breaking out this 222 horizontal resistance also back tested and from a higher high. So similar kind of price action to NVIDIA. Yeah, and I think so. I think still very strong. As long as can hold along this possible upward support line over here. Yeah, then try to see whether I can draw a channel out. And just it could be trading within this channel. So if I were to guess currently resistance wise, it could be maybe somewhere around 242, 243. Yeah, over here for now. So yeah. So as long as still remaining above 222, I think it's still okay for now. Now I'll move on to some other counters, ASML. Yeah, ASML I think also looking better. There was a bit of range consolidation over here. There was also this previous resistance. 774 was holding. It's a bit of resistance, but now a break out of it, higher high, and also higher lows being formed along the way. There was last Wednesday looks like there's some support coming in over here, 775. So I think as long as this holds, it will still be quite positive, which could be mean a breakout of this resistance holding a support. Yeah, then I would think that price could continue to trend higher to retest like this swing high around 819. Then the next level of resistance I think will be somewhere around 856. This swing high over here. So that's for ASML. Yeah, then for Marvel, I think also just looks like it's trending smoothly along an possible uptrend channel over here. Yeah, recently I think it's the good thing is that holding this 73 level as a support. So previously there was a following a gap down over here, price that was facing a bit of resistance. Then currently I think looks like hold as long as here can hold as support, which is also like a bit of an uptrend channel level, I think it's still positive. You might see some sideways consolidation with resistance around 79 to 81 for now. Yeah, and then above that, the next reason will be maybe to close out this price gap around 85.50. Yeah, so that's for Marvel. Next one, last two I'll talk about is Broadcom as well as Intel. So Broadcom, I think also quite looking quite good. So previously after results, there was a big gap down, but price held consolidation at this previous resistance of 249, then hold as support. Afterwards, there's a you can see gap up of it, and this 264, 265 level holding as support for now. So I think that's still quite good price action. As long as here 264 holds, I think still looking for pretty positive for price to trend higher, I feel. And last one is Intel. So I think Intel could be starting to look better. Every time previously at this 2240 level, it tends to encounter some resistance. But I think positive thing is that there's been some, I think, higher lows being formed along the way. And recently, this could be like a bit of a build up over here, like higher low build up around 2150 to like 2250 area. So I think if you can hold this swing low, I think if it tries to break out of this resistance again, it could succeed. Yeah, this time. I think after multiple retests. So the next short-term resistance could be somewhere like close to 2390 over here. Then followed by I think the stronger resistance would be somewhere around 2640. This which has tested multiple times over here. From November last year to March of this year. So that's for Intel. Hopefully it can finally break out this consolidation over here. So I think that's for the semicons. I'll move on to the last sector, talk about some EV names, then I'll go to your counters that you all have mentioned. So EV, first one is Tesla. So another day, another kind of volatile price action we are seeing for Tesla. So I think, yeah, so for now, currently gapping down to 296. This, I think, yeah, maybe I think you could retest this level, this swing low level over here. This previously there was when the drama happened, it was at 200 somewhere around 280s over here, which was also this previous resistance. So I think we could possibly see a retest over here and like 270 to 280, this zone over here to hold as a bit of support. Yeah, for price to bounce off from now. Yeah, so that's my guess for Tesla. Then I'll move on to next one is Xpeng. Yeah, so for Xpeng, I think still looking a bit weak. So this 1950 level breakdown is still holding as resistance. Price is just holding this support around 7050. So just still moving sideways, I feel now. Then for Neo, let's take a look. Now Neo also nothing much, just moving sideways. 335. Then I think for now resist probably at 380. And for Rivian, I think Rivian for now also, yeah, still looking with the lower highs being formed, lower highs, lower lows. breakdown of this consolidation support around 1340 as well. So I think we could possibly see price continue the weakness towards the next support, maybe around 1210 to maybe 1250, this area. Yeah, so let's say for the different sectors, I'll talk about the counters you all have in the Q&A. Yeah, so first up, hi BY, your counters are VSCO, C Limited, and Celsius. Okay, first one, VSCO, Victoria's Secret. Okay, so for this, I think generally it's been quite in this range for quite a long time since March this year. The key resistance is still around 2270 over here. And good thing is price is sort of since the April lows over here, price is still generally making a higher over here. Yeah, even though, but I would have preferred price to maintain this 20 around this $20.10 low, because this was like there's a bit of resistance over here, then price broke out of it. And it tried to hold as support over here for a while. I think after the results, the price dip above that. So I think for now here might still have a bit of resistance around $21 this level. Then I think price could be trading within this range maybe for now 1840 to 21 perhaps. Yeah, but if price can try to break out of it, try to make a break out of this 21, then I think it could slowly try to go back towards this 23 level again. So I think the big range will still likely hold for now, but probably won't see a breakout soon yet. But I think price will just most likely trade sideways for now, with 21 still possibly holding as a bit of resistance. Then for C Limited, yeah, for C Limited, I think it's still looking. It's still having a bit of weakness, I feel. Just moving in the range. This previous range support breakdown 185 is resistance. Then price retested this previous resistance around 147, holding as a bit of support. Yeah, for now. So I think probably range bound for now. Yeah, the next level of support maybe is around 140 next. If 147 fails to hold, then I think we could see more weakness ahead. Yeah, for now, most probably range between these current levels to resistance at this 153 and then 158. Okay, next one is Celsius. So for Celsius, I think it's still looking okay since the breakout of this range at $39. Price is just gradually trending higher. So broke out of this 44.50 level, 44.50 level. Then I think next resistance, I think previously was around 48.60. Yeah, 48.60 might be the next resistance level. For now, it looks like sideways for now. So I think we might see some continuous sideways consolidation. As long as it holds 44.50, I think still looking okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think we might see some sideways for now first. Okay, next one, United Health. Okay, for United Health, I think still very much in the range for now. I think still some sorry, there's still some positives to it. So when price broke out this range over here 305, they retest over here, and afterwards continue to form a bit of a higher high starting to form, and higher lows over here lah. So I think for now there's a bit of a pullback. So I would expect some support to hold around here, this area over here again, like close to 300 to 300. This 306 level over here. So we might do some sideways again. Yeah, but overall, I think it needs to try to break over this 320 to 323, then you can try to form a higher high towards like 339 over here. Now for now it's still quite range bound. Yeah. So I think probably still quite sideways for now. As long as I think uh this this low end 292 still holding should the range should be still quite valid. Unless this breach, then I think could be more weakness ahead. For now, still just moving sideways. Okay, hi. Your the next counters are Adobe, TLT, and Face. Okay, so for Adobe, I think there could be still some weakness, I feel, because price this since this support breakdown still holding at resistance 403, then price retest some bounce from 375, looks like a bit of a lower possibly a lower high, and then price just did another retest of 375. So I think overall this price action still be weakness. If it does break below 375 again, I think we might see next support level being tested around 361, 362 this level. Since Adobe also in a bit of a long-term downtrend over here. The next one for TLT. Okay, TLT I think is slowly edging higher. So that you can see is like there's some higher highs and higher lows being formed over here, but it's very gradual. But we still expect some resistance at this swing high to hold at 89. This 89 level to hold as a bit of resistance. And next one is around 80, perhaps around close to 90. Then for support for now, I think there's support coming in around 86 around there. So pretty much a bit sideways to the gradual trying to move higher kind of price action for now. I think if you look at the 20-year bond yield, yeah, for the bond yield wise, also quite range bound for now. So actually I think edging high because recently the 20-year bond yield kind of dipped. But here 4.7 around 4.74, there's some support. So I think we're going to expect a bit of a bounce. So TLT might do some pullback for now first, since the bond yield is bouncing from the support. Yeah. And next counter is Enphase. For Enphase, I think yeah, I think it could be in this a bit of a downtrend channel over here. Recently, a lot of gaps taking place because I think there's a lot of gaps taking place. So my guess for now is if you can hold this $39 level, I think probably sideways. Like I would think 45, 46 over here, this level before the gap down, this will hold as a bit of resistance from this downtrend channel over here as well. So I think probably for now, maybe sideways for now first for Enphase. Yeah. But if it breaks below 39, then we could see back to 34 again, this level. Okay, next counters is on Lululemon, Lum Research, and as well as McDonald's. So for Lululemon, I think for now some rebound after hitting this swing low support around 226. Yeah, also we tested the weekly 5 MA level. So for now, uh, I think overall it's still a downtrend from the so over here there might be some resistance from this 200 around 250 this previous support level over here. Yeah, so I think for now I think I'll be wait and see first. See whether this you can start to build a higher low. So whether the short-term moving averages can hold as support, especially like around the 10 MA 236 this level, where there's like this horizontal try to break out this horizontal resistance so over here, and this on Wednesday it held as a support over here. So I think 236 would be quite important level over here to try to hold. So if you can hold this level, then I think there could be still chance of it trying to rebound higher over here. Yeah, for Lulu level. Okay, next one is on LUM Research. So for LUM Research, I think looking quite nice actually. So there was a range breakout over here, then also breakout of this 91.20 swing high resistance as well. I'm currently testing the next level of resistance, I think close to 99 to 100 these areas. There might be some resistance coming in over here, but next one afterwards will be likely a gap fill at 205. You can overcome these resistance. So I think for LUM Research, still looking good in terms of the trend. Higher highs, higher lows forming uh just consolidation and then breakouts afterwards. You can see the variance also is currently respecting the 10 MA level over here as well. So I think if here still holds around 96, then I think we could still see highs to come if it does break above 100. Yeah, to maybe close out at close the price gap 105. Next question is on McDonald's. McDonald's, I think over here there was a this was a support previously 297. Then I think could have become a bit of resistance over here. Since price also broke down this range between like 303, this support level over here. Yeah, broke down this like range over here, then we starting to see more weakness coming. So I think this 298 over here might hold as a bit of resistance. Price might sideways for now, I think. Where there's support like 280 to 284 over here. So price might just do some sideways consolidation, I feel for now. Next one is GRNY, as well as SHLD. GRNY. So this front stretch granny shorts US large cap ETF. Yeah, so for this, I think my first time looking at it, looks pretty good. Yeah, so this previous 2120 resistance held as support. Afterwards, just gradually trending higher. So I think still a very steady trend over here. Short-term support, I think for now would be this area, this level here close to 2230. Yeah, so price might I think for now likely to go higher. As long as this 2230 is still holding, I think short-term momentum is still very strong for now, which is also a 10-day moving average. Yeah, then SHLD is the Global X Defense Tech ETF. So for this, I think previously I did some charting on it, but I think it already broke out of it. Yeah, so for the current trend wise, I think yeah, definitely still in an uptrend over here. Yeah, then I think it could be trading within this uptrend channel for now. So a bit sideways right now, but as long as the support over here, I think 58 is still holding. I think still should be still looking okay for now. Yeah. Then next one, Palo Alto Networks. Okay, Palo Alto, I think it's a bit of a range consolidation recently. I think still some resistance holding at 207 over here, but positive, still looking quite positive since this breakout above 190 over here is still holding. Price is just consolidating. So I think probably still range consolidation, but I think there could be a chance of a price breaking out 207 thereafter lah. Because it's still higher lows being formed along the way. Yeah, so a bit of consolidation right now still. The next one is on Surf Robotics, GME, and Teladoc. Okay, first one for Surf Robotics. Recently I think there's a bit of weakness starting to come in. So with the 1140 breakdown, you can see here is I think it's a resistance as well. So I think for now maybe it could do a bit of a sideways range consolidation between maybe 960 to this 1140 area. So 960 was looks like a previous support over here lah. So I think the higher lows trend over here, then it turns sideways. Afterwards, we see a breakdown over here with lower highs. So we might see a consolidation at this area for now. For GameStop, I think quite sideways. Looks like a range for now. Yeah, so I think for now there's resistance acting at around $24. And support probably be somewhere around this 22 to somewhere around close to $22. I would think probably still range, but unless you can try to break above this 24.50, then maybe the next level of resistance could test is 25.70, which was this level over here. But for now, I think most likely range bound. And for Teladoc, I think looking better since the price try to broke out of this 770 level over here, then but quite a lot of resistance along the way lah, because it's a downtrend. Then this level $9, I think some close to $9 will have some resistance over here. Price, I think for price wise, probably a bit consolidation for now. So I think some support maybe around $8, this 10 MA level for now first. Next one is 770, this breakout level. So probably sideways first, I guess. After this run out from about 7 close to $9. Above 9, if it continues the trend upward, above 9, I think the next key resistance maybe close to about 990 USD over here. Then afterwards there's a gap. Okay, then I'll move on. Next one is Mera, Riot, DTB, and Hive. Okay, for Mera, I think last Wednesday was not bad. So form a higher high breakout of this range consolidation between like 1460 to about 1660. So I think hopefully this can hold as a resistance and support. Yeah, for now, also quite a lot of resistance along the way because previously it was in a bit downtrend. Then I would think next resistance for me maybe is around 1880 and as well as around $20.70 this area over here. Yeah, so I think maybe we could see something similar over here previously when it broke out of this 1470, then price just sideways over here for quite some time. So we might see another consolidation coming. On Riot platforms. Okay, Riot platform I think is still trading steady at this part. Breakout of this 1090 level, tested a resistance at this around 1250. So I think we might see some pullback for price to consolidate around here. So I think short-term support may be around like 1140, 1150. Then next one is around 1090. So I think we might see some consolidation from this resistance. Next resistance above that I think will be like close to 14 to 1450 this area lah. So if it does break out this swing high again. The next one is on Bit Digital. Bit Digital, I think today I think there's a bit of a recovery. So price was there was a gap down over here, then price recover above this $2.30 as well as break out above $2.65. So quite strong momentum right now. There's also a gap up today. So I think it could maybe test the next level of resistance, maybe around 340, 350, this area over here. Yeah, then next one above that is around maybe close to 390. Yeah, so that's for bit digital. I think just momentum right now. Yeah. And then last one is Hive. For Hive Digital, yeah, also last week breakout of this range resistance around 210. And I think if this can hold as a support, then I think there could be a chance for it to rebound further towards maybe next resistance at around close to 270. This was a previous range support breakdown level. Okay, next one is Chipotle, Mexican Grill, Pepsi, and Fortinet. Okay, Chipotle, I think is looking good. Okay, so there was a range consolidation breakout of this 50 around this 52 level lah. And also price also now above this 55.70 over here. So I think it's starting to just over here, it's starting to do a rebound. I think for now, supports will be this 5 MA as well as 10 MA. This, yeah. So I think as long as I can hold above these levels, still looking good for to try to rebound higher. Next resistance, I think maybe quite close around 59.10 level, this previous range resistance. Yeah, then after that could be somewhere close to 61.30. Yeah, so that's for Chipotle. I think for now, as long as it holds this hopefully as long as it holds like above this 55, this 55.20 level, I think is quite still okay for it to possibly trend higher. Next one is on Pepsi. Pepsi also is in a bit of a downtrend recently. Break out this range around 132. Yeah, 132. So I think quite a lot of resistance above that. So like 138 to 141. I think there's quite a lot of resistance over here in the past. So that will be the next level of resistance. And for now, maybe some sideways consolidation, but see whether 5 MA can hold some support around this 134 level. Yeah. And next one is from Fortinet. Now, Fortinet, I think range consolidation, but positive thing is that since this was a earnings gap down, then afterwards there was a quick recovery, and then price managed to hold this $100 level because of this previous resistance up and just consolidating over here for very long. So I think if there could be a chance of it trying to break out of this level after multiple tests and still holding $100 level, so I think still okay. If can break out, then most likely test this 109 again and possibly try to go up to retest the highs over here, 114. So I think still looking okay as long as this $100 still holds. If not this all the consolidation over here, then it's like pointless if it doesn't hold this $100. As long as this $100 hold, then I think there could be possible of some upside here. Trying to wait for the breakout to happen. Okay, hi Sharon. Your question is on two support and two resistance for Marvell, Meta, and Alphabet A. Okay, so first up for Marvell, I think first level of support for now will be somewhere around 73, around somewhere like 73. that area. Next level of support maybe somewhere closer to like 60, 69 over here. Resistance wise, I think maybe like 79. Then if you try to, if you can close out the gap, 83, 85 will maybe the next resistance. Met, then for Meta support, first level of support for now, which is quite important, is this around 710 level over here, this breakout level. Then next level of support downwards would be 680. Resistance, I think for now is 740. Then next resistance upwards, maybe 770 lah, if I take the height from this 710 and 740 plus another 30 outwards. Yeah, so that's for Meta. Then Alphabet A, yeah, for Alphabet A, currently some support I think would be maybe at 173. And then next one below is like possibly at 165 over here. So resistance wise for now is still holding at 181. Then if you can clear the resistance, I would think it's around 187. Okay, hope it answers your question. Next one is on G Healthcare, Carrier Global, and RTX. Okay, for G Healthcare, I think it's a bit of a range for now, but still higher lows being formed. And then recently wise, price broke out of this $74 level over here. So I think still positive. As long as you can hold this 70 around this breakout level over here. Yeah, then short term wise is I think still quite a resistance above this around this 77, 70. Then above that is around $80. That could be some resistance as well. So I think that's for GE Healthcare. Yeah, I think most likely could still just trade range bound for now, since it tends to consolidate in a bit of range based on here in the past. Next one is Carrier Global. I think it's looking okay. So there was a bit of range consolidation over here. But price broke out of this 72.50 level, and yeah, so I think that's a positive development. Could likely to see retest this high around 76.60 as resistance. Next level of resistance probably around 78.40. Yeah, so I think breakout this range is looking positive. For price to possibly trend higher. And next one is on RTX. For RTX, I think it's still looking okay. Price like broke out of resistance at 141, then pull back to retest held as support. Then I think just now it's just moving, looks like moving in the range for now. Yeah. And I think yeah, maybe there's a trend line support over here. Yeah, I think in terms of the general direction, I think would be trading within like a channel over here. So over here, you might do a bit of consolidation and support, like like 143 if it does respect this our support line. Yeah. So I think still looking okay. As long as the 141, I think here still holds as support. Next one is on HST, Xiaomi, SMCI. HST is the Line OCBC Hang Seng Tech. So for this, I think Hang Tech is just moving sideways right now. Let me update my chart. Yeah, it's just nothing much happening. Just moving really sideways from around 81 cents to 88 cents for since April, May, start of May this year. Nothing much. Just need to watch out if the supports over here at around 80 cent holds, as well as the resistance, whether it can break out this 88 cents resistance. Probably for nothing much for now, I guess. The next question is on Xiaomi. Okay, for Xiaomi, I think price was still gradually trending higher. Good thing breakout of this 55 resistance retested this around 59, but looks like there's some resistance still holding on from here. So I think maybe we could still see some consolidation now first. Yeah, with support around this 50, around like 55 to 56. This area over here might be some support. So I think price might do some consolidation sideways first. Yeah, then but overall still okay, still trending okay with higher highs and higher lows. The next one, SMCI, Super Micro Computer. Yep, so for this, I think still looks like a bit sideways. So after this, uh, when we broke out this 39 to 44 consolidation price, yeah, it was, I thought it would be moving more, but looks like it could form another sideways over here for now. So I think key is to see first level of support for now, maybe it's at this 46 for around 46.50 now, which is this lower wicks, as well as the 10 MA level. So price might just move sideways. Resistance here around $50 now. Okay. And I think if you try to clear this 50, around this 50, this swing high over $50.55, then there could be a chance to try to move higher to try to retest the next level instead of 55. If not, just it's quite a lot of range for this counter. Next question is on MSI, which is Motorola's solutions. These are taking still very much in the range over here. The strong support is still remaining around close to 403. And resistance, I think, still holding out here for 425. Yeah, so I think for now, maybe still sideways consolidation for now with support around like 400, 416, 417, this level over here. Yeah, so you better see whether you can try to build a higher low over here, then try to break out this resistance, then perhaps you could retest the strong resistance over here at 439 again. Overall, very range bound since February this year. Okay, next one, ICBC, Bank of China, and CCB. Because on ICBC, for now it's still uptrend overall, recently looks like it could be in a bit of a sideways consolidation right now. So since breaking out this resistance around $6, yeah, price just maybe sideways around six to around $6.30. Yeah, so I think for now still be a consolidation. As long as $6 still holds, I think that's still quite positive for now. I think for now just moving in a sideways consolidation. Next one, Bank of China. Bank of China also just sideways consolidation right now, right? 440 to 473. Yeah. But overall also uptrend. So I think if it can break out of 473, I think we could see the the uptrend continue on. Maybe the next level is somewhere close to $5. Okay, then next one is China Construction Bank, also uptrend over here. Yeah, for now, I think a bit of a sideways consolidation, but support wise, I think it tend to hold around whenever there's dips close to the 10 MA around there, that tends to hold as support. So for now, I think as long as can try to remain above $8 over here, then I think we could see the uptrend continue upwards. Still very strong uptrend overall for this company. Okay, hi Alan, your counters AMAT, Elf, Web, and Upstart. Okay, first one, AMAT Applied Materials. Applied Materials, I think price action is still looking good since the breakout of this 155 who was support, then range over here, breakout of this 175 level higher. So I think I would expect price to actually continue to higher. Also, yeah, there was a bit of consolidation over here at the resistance of 183, 184 as well. Then afterwards, price broke out of it. So still looking very good, I think. I would think price could continue to trend higher to test the next level of resistance like 190, around 193 to 200, this area over here. Yeah, for for applied materials. Okay, next one, Elf Beauty. It looks like it's a bit of a sideways consolidation over here. Over here, there could be some reason still holding it out at this is 135. Previously, there's some resistance over here around 135. So I think you might still see some sideways consolidation with between like 123 to 135. But overall, still on the move upwards. Yeah, then afterwards you can try to break up 135. Then the next resistance I would think is somewhere around 143, somewhere like this swing high over here. Yeah, just still possibly some consolidation still for now, but I think uptrend is still okay as long as this support 117 still holds. Yeah, when this price was sideways we here breakout, then retest or held as support, then continue to move higher. For web, this green share CSI China ETF, internet ETF, I think is quite sideways still done. Like no trend yet for now. Since the breakout of this 32.20, just moving sideways since May, resistance around 35.30. So I think for now, no, probably is continue to range, no direction yet. And for next one is Upstart. Yeah, Upstart I think is looking quite good actually since the this breakout of this 56 level over here, this was a resistance, and I think price also trend. You see, I drew this uptrend channel, but price action also quite strong recently. So I think yeah, very strong. I think you could try to hit higher. There's some resistance maybe at 74, but the next level of resistance, I think somewhere like around $80, perhaps around $80 around there. 80, the next one even higher is around 86, 88. So for upside, I think strong for now. Uh, some short-term supports. If it does retest, maybe like it's like 69, 70 could be a support from the 5 MA level. The next question is on Micron, Twilio, ANAP, and Teva. Okay, Micron, I think is doing a bit of a pullback since hitting like 130, this level over here, doing a bit of a slight pullback. Yeah, price is also under some of under the 5 and 10-day moving averages for now. So I think maybe the bit of it could do a bit of a consolidation right now first. Yeah, so with some supports, I think support for now will be around 117 this level. Yeah, 117 with some resistance around 123, 124. So maybe I think maybe sideways first. For Twilio, range bound still for now between like 113 to 123. So I think this might still continue on for here for now first, but I think as long as I can hold this 113, still quite positive when price rebounded since after clearing these reasons 107, just consolidation. After this consolidation, I think if you can price try to break out of this 124, 125, then there could be quite some upside hit. Not much resistance, I feel, until maybe like 130, 133 onwards from here. The next one is on Anactis Bio. So this one not much volume lah. So I'm not sure LT can help a lot, but in terms of the chart, I think it's very side range bound. Yeah. Price 2150 was a resistance over here, then price broke out, then continue to move sideways up. 21 looks like currently the trend is from sideways between 2150 to about 25 around 2540 around here, this resistance level. So I think it should be quite sideways for now first. Yeah, then you can try to break above that. The next key resistance, I think maybe around 2950, where there's a gap previously over there. Okay, next question is on Teva. Teva also, I think for now looks like sideways between about 1650 to 1830 for now. Yeah, so I think that's for now. I think this 1650 resistance support is quite important because this was a prior resistance. Yeah, then this need to hold for price to try to rebound further. Yeah, if this breaks down, then the thing could revert back to the next support around 1550. But if you can break out, next level of resistance I think will be around $19 past levels. Okay, I think it's about 1 minute left. I'll try to see. There's still quite some questions left, but I'll try to cover some more frequently asked ones. So I see Coinbase and Circle. I'll take these two before I close to this session. Yeah. So first one, Coinbase, I think quite good lah. I like the chart. Since the price has been quite on a strong uptrend over here this stretch. Also recently doing a bit of a pullback, but I think the pullback, this was a previous strong resistance, 334, 335. If here can continue to hold as support, which is around the 10 MA level, I think will be quite positive. They might do like a bull flag over here first. Then if you can try to break over this 382, then I think we could see some further upside here because uh I think above this swing high, not much resistance until the previous time, close to 429, 430. This was the IPO day. So I think for Coinbase, I think the trend is still moving quite well for now. As long as this previous resistance level around 330 still hold as support. Then for Circle, I think it's also quite a popular counter. For Circle, yeah, price has been actually pulling back quite a lot. Yeah, starting to sideways around here in terms of moving averages. Uh, yeah, hanging around the 5 MA level. What is 192, 192, 195? Speed of resistance. So today, I think if you can try to break above that, we might see some upside for now. But I think the short-term resistance for now maybe comes from the close to 10 MA, 206 maybe. This was a breakdown. There was a breakdown of this candle over here as well. And that might represent a retest of this trend line over here now. So I think maybe somewhere around 207, yeah, around 207 might be some resistance. Yeah, I think today if you can try to break above this 192, 194 over here might see some. You might try to retest this 207 and see how it goes. Yeah, so I think that's all for today. I'll stop sharing my screen. Yeah, let me just I'll drop the Q&A, the link for the survey form in the chat. So just give me a moment. Yeah, so I've dropped the survey form in the webinar chat. So if you have any feedback about today's session, feel free, you can fill it out over there. On Whether if you think the webinar is good, you can leave your feedback as well, or any suggestions to improve the webinar in the future. Also, feel free to join. If you're new, feel free to join the Point 3 community or TA. If you haven't, can download using the link over here, and you can actually ask your questions over there under the TA community group. Yeah, and also if you're new, feel free to join the Poems Telegram TA Telegram group as well at Poems TA. Yeah, so I also dropped that in the webinar chat as well. So I think that's all for today. Thanks for all your questions as well as attending today's webinar. I hope you all have a great week ahead, and hope you all can profits in the markets and stay safe as usual. Yeah, so that's all. I'll close off today's session. I hope to see you all in the next webinar. Yeah, bye bye everyone. Take care.